Hey guys, the Langbanger here. This is my second intro to Magic the Gathering segment for you. Now, I apologize for taking so long to make this. I've been really busy. Magic is not my main game. I too am a learner, just like you, a beginner. For any of you guys that are really experienced in the game, I don't want to say I suggest you don't watch the videos, but don't be surprised if you watch these videos and then you think to yourself, well, I didn't learn a single thing. This may not have been entertaining to me. I'm sorry. You can hit back on your internet. I don't really know what to tell you. I'm mainly here for people that are either trying to transition from one game into Magic, or just simply put, just wants to pick up a second game, or just starting a game in general. So, in this video, I'm going to be going over some rules of the game. So, let's just hop right into it, shall we? First off, it's a best of 3 games match. The second someone hits 2 wins, match is over, and we have a winner. You can win game 1 and 2, and that's over right there, because your opponent cannot have more wins than you. Simple as that. So you would win 2-0. Bada bing, bada boom. There's a minimum of 60 cards in a deck, and there's no maximum. So if you want to stack a deck all the way to the ceiling, go ahead. I can tell you now you're not going to do too well, but go for it. For the most part, people just do stick to the 60 count. And that's just because you have a better chance of drawing something just for a certain scenario, or maybe just having a better opening hand, and so on. So I highly suggest you stick to that. You can use up to 4 copies of any card. Now, I play mainly standard, so maybe things are a little bit different. Right now in standard, there are no cards banned, but in other sorts of play, there could be banned cards. So just be on the lookout for that. And just a reminder to everyone, for any of the videos I make, I will be talking in a standard perspective. So if I say something weird and then you guys say, well, this deck or this card, that card, I'm talking strictly about standard. Simple as that. Each player starts with 20 life. Much like any other game, if you get your opponent down to 0, you win. But there's other ways that you can win. You can deck your opponent out, which means they could have 0 cards left in their deck, and then when their turn rolls and they go to draw and they can't, they lose. Another way to win is with poison counters. Now, poison counters, here's a bunch of cards that deal poison counters, but they do not deal damage directly to your opponent. So if you have a 2/1 creature, it hits for 2, it's going to deal in form of poison counters, not dealing 2 to your opponent. Once your opponent has 10 poison counters, they lose the game. Simple as that. The person who starts the game starts with 7 cards. The person going second starts with 8. I honestly think that's a really nice perk, because there's a lot of games out there right now to where if you do go first, you may have a major advantage against your opponent. So I feel like that balances things a little bit. Now, what's cool, there is mulliganing. So, that word sounded really weird out of my mouth. But anyways, let's say you start off the game, you have 7 cards, and you don't draw any lands, or you don't draw, low creatures or something like that. Simply put your whole entire hand into the deck, and then you draw cards until you have 1 less than you previously did. Hopefully that made sense. But what also is cool about mulliganing, I really love that word, but what's cool about that, you can just keep on putting your hand back into the deck until you're content. So you start off with 7, you could go all the way down to 1 card in hand and then put that into the deck and then just pass. If you really wanted to. I'm not sure if anyone has ever done that, but yeah, that's that. So, what else do I have for you? Oh, and then also there is a 15 card side in the game. what happens after a game? You can dip into your sideboard, which is 15 extra cards that is not in your main deck, and you can take those cards and put them in your main deck. However many cards that you put into your deck from the sideboard, you have to take out from your main board. Once the match is over, you decide, which means all the cards that were originally in the side deck go back there. All the cards that were originally in the main deck go there. That's all I have for you for the segment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully I told you all the rules that you need to know to be able to play the game. Now, I will be going into more detail on certain stuff in future videos. I just wanted to give you guys an overview. I was thinking of doing a video talking about the different colors in the game. There's 5 different colors in the game that you can base your deck around. There are other ways that you can build deck, but you know, that's just the general view of it. And then I can also talk about how damage is dealt in the game, which was really confusing to me at first as well, but you know, I pretty much got the hang of it now. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and that's all I have for you. Once again, I'm sorry I took so long to do this video, but it's up now. Rejoice, and that's it, guys. Peace.